Today's video is on the power of releasing family and friends by Catherine Ponder. Yesterday I've shared a video about forgiving everyone, especially the people you dislike, and that includes your enemies, the school bully from your memory, colleagues, teachers, or former friends. Today's video goes specifically into how to deal with family members. Most people, especially if you come from a large family or a family with a dominating, critical or judgmental or controlling parent, will have emotional issues regarding relationship with family or psychological emotional blocks to allow your good to you. So the power of release is useful if you are the dominating person or if you are a victim of a dominating person in your family.
Now friends, another phase of this cleansing law of prosperity is this. A fine formula is to forgive your enemies and release your friends. Forgive the people you hate or resent and release the people you love. You see, we must loose our loved ones and let them go to their good because strong emotional ties can block our good. This doesn't mean that we don't love the people in our world that we should love, but if our love becomes a possessive, dominating sort of thing, then it sets up such a strong emotional tie that there's no freedom through which our good can get to us or to those around us. And so we should loose our loved ones. We should work often to do this, to loose our loved ones and let them go to their good. This may be the very thing at first we do not want to do. We feel perhaps that they need our encouragement, our help, our understanding. But when we attempt to help them by keeping a possessive hold on them, then they respond, you see, subconsciously, and they feel that bondage, and problems develop. All kinds of human relations problems develop. We never lose anything that still belongs to us through the act of emotional release. Instead, we just make way for our relationships to be freer and happier. We make way for our good to come to us in grander ways than ever before. Possessive, dominating people have all kinds of problems. Also, people who let themselves be dominated and possessed have all kinds of problems. And so the simple way to give and receive freedom from possessiveness and domination is simply by declaring that idea of release. I fully and freely release. I loose and let go. I let go and let God. But let's put it this way. I think we have it somewhere. I fully and freely release. I loose and let go. I let go and trust. As we think about releasing people and getting them to release us so we'll have more freedom. I fully and freely release. I loose and let go. I let go and trust. Let's take it. I fully and freely release. Together. I fully and freely release. I loose and let go. I loose and let go. I let go and trust. I let go and trust. Now again, I have worked with this release idea and had some very interesting experiences, but I have found that when I have felt bound by people or circumstances, that if I will begin to declare release between us, that either those people move out of my life or I would move out of their lives, you see. But people often quickly move out of our lives and find their good elsewhere when we declare release. People, places, and things seem to respond to this release idea. Now, a possessive person, the reason there's prospering power in this idea of release is this. A possessive person often pours forth the substance of his thoughts and feelings into the life of someone else, and in the process he depletes himself emotionally and physically. Strong, possessive, emotional ties cause many of our problems, financial, health, social. And so if you feel yourself feeling bound by people, by situations or events around you, begin to speak words of release. I fully and freely release, I loose and let go, I let go and trust. You fully and freely release me, you loose me and let me go, you let go and trust. And then the good that is for us comes to us, but it simply opens the way for freedom in our relationship. Now, it's also wise to speak words of release for situations or for problems that you've struggled with and haven't been able to solve. Human relations problems, family problems, business problems, financial problems, even health problems. It is wise to speak words of release for situations or problems that you have struggled with and have been unable to resolve. For instance, just say, I release this situation to its perfect outworking now. I just loose it and let it go. Once when I had struggled with a complex human relations problem for some time to no avail, I began to declare this, that I was releasing this situation to its perfect outworking.